Hey guys, welcome back to the GamerDad channel, specifically a what if Vegeta turned good early video. This is going to be part 3, picking up on the Namek saga. Last time, we saw a lot of things change slightly. Nothing's really changed drastically yet. Honestly, nothing. Like, Nappa's alive, that's really about the only drastic change. I mean, for him, that's like the most drastic thing possible. But as far as the main story, as far as the rest of our characters, next to nothing. Krillin's died again, but, you know, that's just a Tuesday. Let's see. We've got Vegeta and Qui in one group being currently chased by Zarbon. Dodoria has been eradicated by Nappa. Him and Goku are currently heading over to check on Guru, and Gohan and Bulma are just hungered down in a cave somewhere. And so we've got currently right now over with Vegeta and Qui. Vegeta is trying his best to sense around to locate another village, but currently he still doesn't have the biggest grasp on, you know, key detection and whatnot. And a lot of these villages have just been wiped out by Frieza and his forces. So for the most part, they're just flying over places that have been destroyed and Dragon Balls are already disappeared. After a short while of this, Vegeta does feel a power approaching them, however, and he tells Qui to quickly take cover. Vegeta lands and hides, but Qui was a bit slower to land, and as Qui tries to duck behind some rubble, he is spotted by Zarbon, who is flying past. Zarbon quickly lands, calls out for whoever is there to come out in the name of Lord Frieza, or the whole area will be incinerated. Qui looks for Vegeta, but doesn't see where exactly he's hidden. He just knows that Zarbon saw him, so he steps out and tries to convince Zarbon that he's just searching for Dragon Balls for Lord Frieza. Zarbon, of course, doesn't believe him and asks why is he on this planet without authorization and without a scouter. Qui's fumbling for words when suddenly Zarbon gets hit in the back of the head and drops to his feet. Vegeta took advantage of the distraction and knocked Zarbon out. Qui was just stepping over and... oh my god. I am so sorry, guys. One day, I will actually be good at talking. One day. Maybe. Just maybe. Qui starts laughing and tells Vegeta that was absolutely perfect. He steps over Zarbon and asks Vegeta what they should do next, when suddenly a hand just smashes through his chest. Qui falls to the ground bleeding out as Zarbon just standing there laughing in his beast form and asks Vegeta if he really thought that he wouldn't have expected him to be involved somehow, and just tosses Qui's now lifeless body to the side and beats Vegeta unconscious. Vegeta has been captured successfully, absolutely successfully, and is now being taken back to Lord Frieza's ship for questioning. And since they were both hiding, Zarbon did search the area and found their Dragon Ball, and so now he's heading back to Frieza's ship, reports his findings, reports what all happened. Frieza commends his work, asks for Vegeta to be thrown into one of the healing tanks so that he'll be questioned later. And Goku, of course, senses all this and, you know, senses that the other power that was with him just completely disappeared. And he watched over on the little dragon radar. He watches as the Dragon Ball just starts going off with the receding power, and so he really kicks himself now for not going after Vegeta and you know, trying to take the path of least resistance. And so he felt that the power that, you know, beat Vegeta up wasn't even strong enough to, you know, do anything to them. They could have beaten him no problem. Nappa sees that Goku's checking the radar and could vaguely kind of feel power flaring off in the distance. You know, Nappa's kind of about the same level of power detection as Vegeta, really. And so asks Goku what happened. Goku just goes ahead and tells him that he thinks the other Dragon Ball might have been with Vegeta, and that now it's been taken by, you know, whoever to Frieza's ship. So Nappa gets mad by all this, starts asking why Goku didn't tell him that Vegeta was on Namek, and asks really if they even trusted him, you know, trusted that Goku was already stronger than him, but should at least let Nappa protect the prince. It's, what he swore to his life to. It's, he's the last member of an almost extinct race, and Kakarot just kind of just let him be taken by the guy that nearly wiped them all out, really. And so Goku tells him that, he senses another power with Vegeta and didn't know who it was. Wanted to kind of secure their own Dragon Ball before going and seeing who it was. You never know if this is somebody that's, got a direct line with Frieza or what exactly. So Nappa goes quiet as he realizes that this means Vegeta was already working with somebody else. Nappa's kind of over there getting his feelings hurt about this. Somebody else was at his side to work with him, protect him, and take his orders. Nappa really didn't like the way Vegeta treated him sometimes, but he was still loyal to the royal family, like, beyond compare, really. Nappa, yeah, he feels jealous because somebody was working with Vegeta, but Nappa insists on going after Vegeta anyway, and Goku just flat out tells him there's no point. He's being taken to Frieza's ship. They're almost to the ship already. He can see it right there on the radar. The one ball by itself is almost to the cluster. So Goku insists on going to the last little Dragon Ball by itself, and Nappa just reluctantly agrees. But they arrive at Guru's and are confronted by Nail, who senses good in Goku, but literally no good at all from Nappa. Just really ignorance and anger. Thus he refuses to let Nappa in to meet Guru. Goku tells Nappa it's okay to just wait outside and he'll be right back so that they can go and get Bulma and Gohan. He gives Nappa the radar to hold on to and follows Nail into Guru's big settlement house thing, whatever. Goku enters, meets Grand Elder Guru, senses a lot of potential inside of Goku and senses his wonderful intentions. He beckons Goku closer, asks permission to read his thoughts. Goku agrees. Guru searches through Goku's mind, finds the truth of why he's on Namek, as well as everything that Goku knows about the group that he's traveled with, the ones he wants to revive. Everything he tells Goku, his intentions are noble, and he's happy to help revive everyone that needs to be revived on Earth, as well as the felon Namekian. However, he can't, do all that at once. He does let Goku know that their Dragon Balls will only revive one person at a time. He does, however, tell Goku that he has great potential within him and that he can help unleash all of his potential. Goku is excited for a new way to get stronger and agrees. However, after Guru unlocks his potential, he does realize that this wasn't a method of training like he was hoping for. Now, there's no real concrete amount of boost that this boost, I guess, potential unlock provides. A lot of sources really state that Krillin has been about a 10 times boost. Gohan got somewhere around about a 20 to 25 times boost. So I'm really just going to split the difference here, and I'm going to say Goku will get about a 17 times, somewhere in there. For simplicity's sake, from where Goku was at, we'll just round it off and say 2 million. So he's beyond amazed by the power, but he's really just kind of disappointed. Like, I don't know exactly how to describe the emotion that Goku gives off, and for this, he knows that he didn't earn this. It's not something that he worked for and trained for, and so he's not happy about it. Guru apologized for not having explained what he meant about the increase in power, and Goku isn't really one to stay mad at anybody, so he just shrugs it off and says, it's fine, I'll train, on the way home, or whatever. Guru offers Goku the Dragon Ball in exchange for Goku agreeing to use the power to save Namek, and Goku says that he wanted to stop the senseless destruction anyway. Guru is thankful to Goku and is glad that they came to Namek when they did. He gives Goku the Dragon Ball and wishes him good luck, but informs him that his companion is left. Goku is upset by this and blames himself for being too wrapped up with everything going on in here and, his new power to even really sense the fact that Nappa just left almost immediately as soon as he got inside. He thanks the Grand Elder, takes the Dragon Ball, and leaves, but As he starts to head towards Nappa, he realizes that Nappa is heading straight towards Frieza's ship. He realizes Nappa is trying to go rescue Vegeta, and, he knows that that's what he should have expected Nappa to be doing, but at the same time, he kind of hoped that Nappa wouldn't be that dumb. He decides it's best to make sure that at least one Dragon Ball is secure from Frieza and heads back over to Gohan and Bulma so that he can leave the Dragon Ball with them. At least, like I say, at least make sure that one is outside of Frieza's clutches. Meanwhile, Vegeta has been in his little healing tank for a while and is starting to wake up. He goes on his little rampage per cannon, flees the Frieza ship after throwing all 6 of the Dragon Balls out the window. Nappa sees the, little zooming stars in the sky, and on the radar starts seeing them little blips moving one by one across the thing. Is really confused about what is going on, but decides it's best not to go to Frieza's ship and just follow the blips. I really don't know how to say anything hardly today. Like, everything just sounds so weird to me now. He can still vaguely sense power levels. He senses that Frieza's immense power hasn't left the ship, and so he just decides to follow the Dragon Balls. As he starts to follow them, he is confronted by Zarbon, however, who is now attempting to follow Vegeta. He yells at Nappa, demanding to know where Vegeta is with the Dragon Balls, and Nappa just starts laughing. Zarbon orders Nappa to tell him where Vegeta is, or he will destroy him. Nappa stops laughing, tells Zarbon that he can try. Zarbon's put off by this comment. I'm sorry by that. I don't know why my voice just broke like that. I'm in my 20s. Goodness. But quickly regains his composure and charges at Nappa with a punch to his face. Zarbon laughs and says that dumb monkeys should stop thinking they've become something powerful. He's already beaten Vegeta. What hope would his underling have? Nappa chuckles, making Zarbon shocked that he's still conscious. Nappa tells Zarbon to never underestimate the Saiyans, that Vegeta could probably kill him no problem now that they let him live. Zarbon starts to ask what Nappa means, but is unable to as Nappa flies past him with his arm out, clotheslining Zarbon, knocking him out, nearly killing him. Nappa doesn't even stop to assess the damage. He just heads for the cluster of Dragon Balls, where he now knows he's gonna be able to find Vegeta. Goku finds the cave that Goku and Bulma are taking cover in, and as Goku and Gohan feel the battle between Zarbon and Nappa, Goku is upset that Nappa is trying to take on Frieza's full force alone, until he notices that Nappa is not really flying towards the ship. He's flying away from the power and away from Frieza's direction. My goodness, I'm trying to read my own script, and I'm just getting so tongue-tied. Goku's upset about the whole thing, but as he feels that he didn't kill Zarbon, he's flying away from Zarbon, and he's flying away from Frieza's ship, he is happy. He is kind of confused by this, and decides that, Nappa's going to be just flying around randomly. Then, Gohan may need to just be ready, sends him over to Elder Guru to ask for his potential to be unlocked. And Goku has seen immense potential within Gohan. He really thinks that Gohan would benefit from this way more than he would. They leave the Dragon Ball with Bulma, and as Gohan heads over to Guru's, Goku goes over to try to figure out what in the world Nappa's doing. Nappa finds the cluster of Dragon Balls all by themselves, and confused because he really, just doesn't see anybody around, can't sense anyone around. He doesn't detect anything, but then he feels something heading his way. He turns just in time to see a large blast careening towards him. He barely has time to react and reflect the beam, and readies himself for battle. He yells that whoever did that better show themselves when he hears Vegeta call his name. He spots the prince flying over to him. Vegeta is happy to see him, and he's even more happy to see that Nappa's gotten so much stronger. He tells Nappa that he's glad that he survived on Earth, says that he thought he'd been alive. He might have stayed and tried to fight more, but he had no idea where Nappa had went. He completely lost sight of Nappa's body. He just thought he was incinerated. Nappa is taken aback by this for a moment, thinking that Vegeta was admitting for caring for him. However, the moment is ruined whenever Vegeta says that Nappa should have learned how to get stronger sooner, so that they would never have lost to begin with. Nappa is stronger than Vegeta right now, but he's just too loyal to say anything about it. Vegeta tells him that he already has 6 Dragon Balls from Frieza, and that there's only 1 left, and that and Nappa just says he already knows. Vegeta's at a loss for words and asks Nappa really how could he possibly know that. Nappa explains about the Dragon Radar, the altercation with Zarbon, where the last Dragon Ball was at, everything. He says that he assumes that Kakarot has the last Dragon Ball, but he senses his power skyrocket and then soar across the planet not long after Nappa himself left the Grand Elder's house. Vegeta tells him it doesn't matter and he can sense Kakarot on the move again, but the Dragon Ball is still on the radar. Kakarot must have left it stashed somewhere, so he tells Nappa to hide their Dragon Balls, again with the voice. To hide their Dragon Balls and stand guard while he takes the radar and goes after Kakarot's ball, using his little knowledge of Ki to attempt to sneak past him. Nappa offers to power up to draw Kakarot in, and Vegeta is actually impressed by how smart that is. I don't know why I just said that way, I'm sorry. They hide the Dragon Balls. Vegeta starts traveling low towards the Dragon Ball. Goku arrives where Nappa is powering up in a small wasteland, asks him what he thinks he's doing. Nappa tells Goku that he found one of Frieza's goons a little while ago, and he thinks there's another one nearby. Goku tells him this is that he's literally just alone out here powering up, and to stop wasting time, they have to figure out how to get the Dragon Balls from Frieza. Okay, that's actually a good place to pause, guys. I'm going through my own little script here. I'm going like about 10 pages of video, and this one's actually ran a little long. I don't know how well that'll translate over into actual, time, but yeah, I've read a little bit further than I have the last couple episodes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully in the next video we will finish out the Namek Saga. Like and subscribe.